wait days for this shit to wear off.
You're live, you know.
Huh?
You're live.
I'm live.
Am I live?
Yeah.
Hello.
It's like unbelievable. So
There's somebody out there.
I figure if you could tell the story, you might as well just tell the story.
Yeah, so it's like unbelievable.
Like
Why
Minarski.
don't we put the microphone up to your face?
Well, why? I didn't think you were on the air, are you?
I did. I said we're live.
Oh,
I already
really?
told you that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know what it makes me want to do?
Slap them.
The Doppler effect.
Yeah.
So Retiree Row, there you are.
Here we
Follow
are.
Chris. It's Friday. You know what that means? It's Ask Chris Anything.
Right.
That's right. I may not know the answer, but I will be happy to make something up for you.
That's right.
It'd be nice to see if somebody came with some really
Tough
kind of-
questions.
creative,
Philosophical.
yeah. That'd be
That
kind
would
of
be
cool
Great.
to see
That
if
would be a good.
Why didn't the chicken cross the road? Because he was chicken.
Oh boy.
I wanted to get my dad joke in before Paul.
Oh,
Ooh.
looks like Paul's got a dad joke.
Look, he even looked one up on his cell phone.
Oh my God, I get him
no,
every- I get
no.
I get him every day. I do.
You probably have them sent to your phone for this purpose.
I do. Absolutely. Why not? I just got to find a good one. They come in every day, and I just have to pick the right one.
All right.
Okay. You ready?
No, I'm not actually.
Oh, that's too late. I'll do it anyway.
And go.
Why do bees gossip?
Because they have a lot of buzz.
Close.
Because they want to share the buzz.
Because they want to hear the latest buzz.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so we were all up on that one. So
We were
you have
buzzing
another
all
one?
around
We were
that
buzzing all around. Yeah, that wasn't even.
You're getting too smart on these
Yeah.
things.
Well, or you're just getting too easy.
No,
While we're turning more and more into dads like Paul is.
God, I mean, I don't think our intelligence level has changed much. So the level of joke.
Yeah,
has-
no.
Well, what fruits make the best gymnasts?
Banana splits.
Whoa!
Are you reading over my shoulder?
Is that right?
Yeah.
See?
Wow,
Bananas.
banana splits.
You're very good, Chris.
Yeah,
Why do dogs howl at the moon?
because howling at the sun would make them blind.
No, you're off on that one.
I have no idea.
Because they can't play an instrument.
I'm not
Yeah.
following that one.
Because they can't play an instrument. Why do dogs howl at the moon? Because they can't play an instrument. There,
Okay.
I'm done.
We'll ignore that last one and move on.
Yeah,
So how about them Bears, huh?
how about them Bears? Well, speaking about football, we have football tonight.
Yay!
Football tonight. It is Grizzled against Ledger.
Ooh. Named after Colonel Ledyard from Fort Griswold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of football, Chris.
6:30.
Tell me, Paul.
6:30
Talk
our
about
time, right
football.
on SNSN. We have a new camera person.
Camera person?
Do we now?
We have a young man named Anthony going to come in and do camera tonight.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good.
Right, Deb? All right, go ahead.
Okay, Chris, I got a question for you.
Dealing with football.
The football, NFL football, do they use the same ball when they, after the game ball, is the game ball used for the kick?
No,
Why not?
because kicking the ball would interfere with its flight dynamics when you throw a spiral pass, having a dent in the ball.
Wah, 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 wah.
I said, I may not know the answer, but I will happy.
You're
Yeah.
close.
I mean, it's believable.
Yeah, but they do not use the game ball for the kick.
It's a different ball.
It's a different ball with a much. They kind of get it so it's soft.
Uh-huh.
Because if they use the game ball, it would never get the flight. They need to get.
Isn't that exactly what I said?
Not quite.
It would mess with the aerodynamics of the.
He
Ball
just
being
went. He
passed.
just went more scientific. That's all.
That's right.
They use a different ball with a much softer leather so they can get the kick. And they kick it with the side of their foot, of course. We know that.
They also fill the ball with helium
No,
so that it'll
No,
fly
that's-
farther when kicked.
Oh,
that's what they call the Brady ball.
yeah. Yeah. What's going on with Brady and Giselle?
I don't know.
I hear she retired.
She may retire him.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to. Was it you that said it? No. I thought maybe you told me. She wants to go ahead and be some sort of spokesman for a nonprofit or
Oh,
charity in her home country.
I hear he keeps throwing passes at all the cheerleaders.
Well, his buddy retired, right?
Gronkowski.
Yeah, I understand he had a retirement party down in Mohegan Sun last week.
He may have.
That's
May
what I
have,
heard.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
he's going to
rumor
join the WWE.
he might. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised because he
He-
was
he
there
did
for a
that,
while.
yeah.
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 He was there before.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. This is just what and I got into an argument with a lady and because she had like been drinking the Brady Kool-Aid. It's like I thought she had a shrine. She was going to start lighting
She
candles
does.
and stuff.
She
yeah.
does. A lock of his hair.
And she said, that he's the greatest of all time. He's still going to be the greatest of all time. He's 45, 46 years old. Doesn't matter. He's still better than anybody else. And I looked right at her. I said, man, you're really drinking that Kool-Aid, aren't you? I did. And she said, what are you talking about? And I said, he's not. I said, here's what's going to happen. I said, he's going to keep playing and want to keep playing until he has a shitty season. And next thing you know, people are going to forget him and go, oh, well, he played too long. That's going to be his legacy because his ego won't let him quit.
He's going to be like Ric Flair.
Woo!
Well,
You know what?
Still
Kinda,
wrestling when
sorta.
he's in his 70s.
Yeah.
No, she's going to make him quit.
She tried to make him quit. It didn't work.
No.
She even came out to the public, and said, in an interview, she goes, when's it going to be my time? When's it going to be his time to get the kids ready and take them to school?
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? You know what? You never really know what goes behind closed doors. So they could be in front of the camera, all smiles and stuff like that. They could be, then they go into their house and sleep in separate beds.
Yeah.
You know what I heard?
What?
And I got it from a reliable source.
Oh, Jesus.
Griswold now.
Oh.
I heard he's going to change his name to Caitlin.
Okay. Really?
You win a gold medal, you change your name to Caitlin. You
Win the
win the
Super
Super Bowl,
Bowl,
you change
yeah.
your name to Caitlin.
Susie Super Bowl. So I don't know. So I don't know. There's trouble. And I told her, I said, yes, they're gonna end up divorced. I said his ego is won't let him quit.
And she'll get half.
Yeah. She makes more money than he does.
What'd she do?
She's a supermodel.
Oh,
She's been a supermodel.
okay.
Yeah.
That seems redundant.
Well, the thing about that coupling right there, it was kind of odd because Tom Brady shouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady was I don't know, he was a very, very high pick or low pick, I should say,
Yeah.
in the NFL draft, 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't they trade for him too? Actually, I don't even know. I don't think he was on the Patriots originally, but he the only reason he got a shot was because the starting quarterback
Got hurt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the second string quarterback got hurt. He was the 3rd string quarterback.
Wow.
And then when he started doing what he started doing, then they traded away.
Yeah.
Their starting quarterback, he lost his job.
Wasn't that Flutie?
No.
No, I don't even think it was a name.
He-
Right.
No, it was.
Was it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was a 1st round pick from Washington State.
Well, it must have been Bledsoe then.
Yes, that's who
Okay.
it was.
Yeah, because it was either Flutie or Bledsoe.
Yeah, it wasn't Plunkett, it wasn't Grogan.
Wow.
A little before their time, but yeah, it was Bledsoe. So he ended up in New Orleans?
I don't know.
David Tour says Bledsoe.
See?
Yeah,
I hear Joe Namath's coming out of retirement.
Yeah, he does. He advertises his Medicare.
Oh,
It's a Medicare. Call Medicare. Social Security office.
he wasn't even a good quarterback.
No.
Namath wasn't. He was a horrible quarterback, but
Mhm.
because
He had a
He did
good
a
team
couple-
around him.
he did a couple of really commercials like an underwear.
Well,
That's
they were
what
the
made him
Miracle
famous.
Jets.
He was supposed to be one of these.
All right, we got a question for Ask Chris Anything.
All righty. Who's it from?
It's from Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And it says, I just paid $380 in U.S. passport fees for 2 passports. So now I can't afford to go anywhere. Let's hear Chris's top 3 overseas destinations so we can all dream together.
All righty. Yeah, it's going to sound a little bit like tourism.
Kazakhstan? Oh.
No. I would go to Stonehenge
Okay.
and figure out what the hell it's all about.
Mhm.
I would go to the Great Pyramids
Okay.
and figure out which one came first, Stonehenge or the pyramids. And then I would go to Chernobyl and look for any 3-headed ducks.
So you're gonna like go chase like conspiracy theories.
That's right.
So, like, how did Stonehenge get built?
Well, here's my thing. Everybody keeps saying, oh,
Martians.
it aligns with the stars. It aligns with the stars. Well, when it was built 10,000 years ago, the alignment of the stars wasn't the same. So now you're lining something up with the North Star, and the North Star was 20 degrees off to starboard at that point.
So, all right, I get that, but let's talk about the Pyramid of Giza.
Okay,
Okay,
it's a big one.
it's big, but you look at that pyramid, and if you measure it, it's completely symmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on all sides, and the tip of the pyramid is equidistant between the North and the South Pole to the inch.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Yeah, there's a lot of monuments from many years ago that are lined up with different points of the universe.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, but-
even here in the States, there are places that you go there and it's like,
But again, back when it was built, it didn't line up with that.
yeah, I don't. Who knows?
Well, hold on. There's other things too.
Uh-oh.
No, there's a lot. It's really pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, you've heard them too, right, Paul?
Yep. Yeah. They're actually finding a lot of the pyramids that fell down. They're actually, going in and they're reconstructing again. Digging them up and
Mhm.
finding because a lot of them have been raided by people going in and stealing stuff.
The value of the mathematical constant pi, represented with the Greek letter
3.14.
right, seems to have been designed into the Great Pyramid to a value of about 3.1419. The value of pi was not rediscovered with such accuracy until about 2,000 years later. So,
But pi can be figured out with hand tools.
yeah, but they didn't have that back then.
Mm.
Well, they had hand tools, but they didn't.
Here's the thing that I did a long time ago. I got infatuated with Pythagoras' theorem.
Mhm.
A squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Right.
And I asked somebody, I said, if you know that one angle is 90 degrees and you know the length of the other angle, how do you figure out the length of the other side and the angle? And he brought out his calculator and he says, well, you do sine times cosine, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but when they first figured out Pythagoras' theorem, they didn't have a pocket calculator. So how did they figure it out?
Yeah. The angle of the dangle is always important.
What?
The angle of the dangle is always important.
Paul has Peronis.
I guess. Why are we going there?
I don't
morning?
know.
I have
I don't
no
know.
idea. Laura says there's a series on Netflix called The Unexplained with William Shatner. They cover
yeah.
a lot of topics, and it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And it's all unexplained.
Yeah. Discovery has a lot of that.
Yeah,
too.
but if you stay on that channel, Ancient Aliens comes on and they explain everything.
Well, let me ask you a question. I mean, it sounds to me like you are of the belief that there is nothing out there other than us.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't say that. I think just the law of large numbers says that there's got to be a chance of some other intelligent life out there. Billions and billions of stars. Sooner or later, you're going to hit on another star that has another planet circling it that has similar physical makeup that's going to have life on it.
Yeah.
Whether or not they visited us, that I find a little harder to believe.
Oh, they
I don't know.
say there's a lot of alien life that does come here.
All right. So
I-
let's explore it just a little.
Oh, vroom vroom.
Sometimes
Vroom, vroom.
louder isn't better. It's just louder.
Vroom vroom.
All right, so let's play a game. We are
Okay.
now space aliens. We have technology to travel through time and space to go anywhere we want. We have all this technology and all this information. Why on earth would we come here? Why on earth would we come here? The only reason I can think of is they want to come here to explore the planet and see if they can take over this planet next. Because they're not here interested in us. You know, their interest in us would be the equivalent of our interest in the ants. Sure, there's some people that are interested in the ants, but for the most part, people see a pile of ants, they're just going to walk right through them.
So if we're aliens from another planet,
Right.
okay, and we have this fancy dance spaceship,
Mm-hmm.
and we can travel through galaxies or whatever, and we find other life somewhere else, unlike ours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I want to check it out. I want to see what it's like. I want to see if they have anything different than we do. Are they as intelligent? Are they as advanced? You know, what about those ants? Maybe those are the ants. Maybe they don't have ants. They've never seen ants.
I think without having to travel all that distance to come here and see it, I think if they have that much,
But they don't know what they're going to see. That's the point.
why not? They have the intelligence to be able to travel here. They don't have the intelligence to be able to out traveling here.
Possibly not.
Okay.
I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
You know, maybe they're looking for other forms of life to see what other planets do.
Okay. Curiosity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
What do you think, Paul? What do you think about?
I think that there have been UFOs here in the sky, not necessarily in Jewett City, but other parts of the country. I think out west
For the
of it.
world?
Yeah.
We have satellites in space that can take a picture of a dime sitting out in the middle of the road and tell you
Yeah.
whether or not it's heads or tails.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
can't get a decent picture of
Don't-
Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster or a spaceship.
Those are kind of might be fictitious.
We
but-
can't get decent pictures of that.
Well, they didn't the Navy just get one like a couple of years ago? There was an unidentified object that they couldn't really tell what the hell it was, and they actually had a video of it.
Okay, you just said it yourself. They couldn't tell what the hell it was.
Yeah, they thought it was. Yeah, it was a.
Do you think maybe that those videos are made to be blurry, or they make them blurry because
No,
they
I don't
don't want you to know?
That's possible. Well, they didn't tell us about the last one that happened. What back in the 50s? There, what the hell?
Talking about Area 51?
Yeah,
My
Because they
camera,
don't want you to know.
my camera shoots in 4K. Trust me, if I see something in the air, I can get a good picture of it.
yeah.
Like, for example, the whole thing with Bigfoot,
Yeah.
that I don't get. And
I
because every picture of Bigfoot that is blurry.
I don't think
There's not one solid, wonderful
That's what
picture
I'm
of
saying.
Bigfoot, that's just sitting there going,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think there's such a thing as a Bigfoot.
Or yeah,
I didn't say there was.
Or
Some guy
Sasquatch.
maybe got a size 15 shoe or something, but that's a big foot.
Right, but there's never been any kind of what about Loch Ness? Same
Nah.
thing. It's
No.
always been a blurry picture. There's a
Yeah.
reason for that because it's not there.
Yeah.
Or it is there
Yeah.
and they don't want you to know about it.
Yeah.
I think Mike is actually Bigfoot on days that he doesn't feel like shaving.
That was almost today.
He looks like Chewbacca.
Yeah. I mean, I would think Loch Ness would be some kind of a large serpent, that was just swimming through the water.
But again, with all the technology that we have,
Well, at
we
the
can't
time
get a
that they-
decent picture of the damn thing.
Yeah, but this was years ago that they claimed that the Loch Ness monster was there. We didn't have the technology back then, but they haven't
Right.
seen it since.
And you know what? Honestly, we don't even, the public, we don't
Yeah.
even know what technology we have. We
Right.
have no idea. There's stuff that they're doing that they don't tell us.
Oh no.
We're not the ones in control. Come on.
The technology for cell phones is actually 5 to 10 years ahead of what we actually have in our hands.
Polino said, I saw Bigfoot fight the $6 million man one time on the TV show, so he's real.
We can rebuild him. We can make him better than he was. Stronger, faster.
That was a great show.
It was.
for then. It was great.
And then they came out with the Bionic Woman and screwed it all.
It
up.
was awful with Lindsay Wagner. Nobody knew who she was. But
They're trying to turn her into Wonder Woman.
huh?
They were trying to turn Lindsay Wagner into Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Nobody
I
can
think
replace
so.
Wonder Woman.
By the way, it was Andre the Giant who played that role, and that's true.
I remember that.
Andre the Giant.
He also starred in The Princess Bride, which is one of my top 10 favorite movies.
Oh, God, I love that movie.
Hmm.
Absolutely love that movie. Here's my theory on Bigfoot, right?
Okay.
If we're going to get really, really out there and crazy, I think Bigfoot, or the creature that we call Bigfoot, is a trans-dimensional being.
Wow.
So Bigfoot is going,
So
and all of a
even
sudden
Big-
it's like, because here are the pictures with Bigfoot, right?
So wait.
Like that. Boom!
Wait.
And I think
wait.
they're super fast.
Wait. You're trying to tell me that Bigfoot is trans?
Maybe it could be. You know,
Okay.
why is that a problem, Chris? You have a problem with
Not
that?
a problem. I'm just trying to look for the proper pronoun.
All right. But I think if anything, because he's just fast, slips in between dimensions. That's why we can't see him. That's why he's in between dimensions. That's why it's blurry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's either that or he just doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
And you think Brady should still be playing football?
No, I don't. I think Brady should be sitting down using his remote control going, man, the Patriots suck.
I should become a Bigfoot hunter.
Could be. Laura. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Laura.
Do you think these prehistoric sea creatures that have recently been found really ever disappeared?
No, I think there are still plenty of places on this planet, both underwater and on land, that have had so little visit by the human being that there are plenty of species that still exist that we just
Yeah.
haven't discovered.
Oh yeah. I believe that too.
Yeah, I was just watching some story on Discovery one day this week, and they
We
talked.
haven't even begun to understand the
Yeah,
ocean.
but they were able to get down deeper in the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
far even below what the depth of the Titanic was,
Right.
and they discovered a species of plant of life underwater.
Mm-hmm.
You know, down that far. Of
Yeah.
stuff they didn't even know what the hell it was.
Well, same thing with not Australia, Antarctica.
Antarctica, did you see that? Where that thing went further down
Yeah,
than
they
any
do
other ship?
forecasts down into the ice.
Yeah.
They're pulling back stuff that we haven't seen in millennia.
Mm. But actually, Antarctica, they're in the Arctic Ocean. They went further recently than they'd ever gone on the ocean floor.
Mm-hmm.
Was a guy in a pod, and he went down because otherwise he would have been crushed.
Right.
Yeah.
But then there's fish down there.
Yeah.
There's fish down there, smaller than us,
Yeah.
half the size of us. How are they not crushed?
Because they're built that way.
I know, but that's crazy.
Hmm.
I mean,
Adaptive evolution.
yeah, I couldn't even think of living like that. You cold, Jerry? Yep.
It's dark,
Yeah, well, it is dark down there.
Huh?
It is dark down there.
Oh, sure. It's
except
like-
for the bioluminescent
Yeah.
life.
yeah.
Yeah.
When we went to Epcot, we looked at a lot of stuff about the oceans and stuff, and it's just the questions that they raise. It's like, all right, you go to an aquarium, you see a whale,
Mm-hmm.
you see a dolphin, you see a few sharks,
Yeah.
some sea cows.
I had
that
heard
stuff.
before, and I don't know how accurate this is, but I'd heard that we know more about space than we do the deep ocean.
Yeah. Oh, that was the point I was trying to make.
Yeah,
I
because
said
they
that-
never could get down that far.
Mhm.
I mean, I think now more and more technology is and there are vessels being built so they can get down deeper in the ocean now that they're starting to discover,
Mhm.
deeper. When you go down deeper with the Titanic, I mean, that's going down.
Mhm.
Somebody just invented this pod or something like that. Who the hell it was? To get down to the drink further. That's where they're finding all this stuff.
Yep.
I think you're going to find more and more people doing that. So it's great because we find out a lot of things we didn't know.
Mhm.
Well, why didn't we find it out further? I mean,
Because I don't think the technology was there. Nobody knew how to,
drop a camera.
Well,
You could also say the same thing about the Amazon.
Mhm.
You know, the Amazon jungle is massive. It's vast. You know, there's life living in the Amazon that we have yet to discover.
Sure.
yeah. I don't think I'll go to the Amazon.
No.
No, I think there's a lot of things that have been discovered that I'm one of those that believe that there's a lot of hush hush.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're not saying that they have stuff. They know.
Well, part of that is because they don't want to have to rewrite history.
Why they're trying to cancel it?
Yeah.
Polino says maybe they can go deep enough to find all different races of mermaids,
Oh,
so people can calm down about the Little Mermaid.
Oh my God! Please, guys, let it go.
I know. Are mermaids real? Are mermaids real?
Manatee?
Mermaids.
Manatee. Yeah, the manatee is what early sailors thought were mermaids.
Oh, okay.
sure are ugly.
But what about mermaids? See, I mean, we picture mermaids in the movies as these
As a
beautiful
half a
young
woman,
women, you
yeah.
know,
Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah and Splash, right? You know, that's how we look. How do you know they're not like, you know, evil looking, you know, Wicked Witch of the West kind of
Mhm.
characters, right?
Have you seen some of these ancient fish they've been pulling out of the ocean?
I know
They
they're-
have some
yeah.
scary looking
There's some
fish.
scary looking
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, seriously though, are mermaids real? Do you think mermaids are real?
Yeah.
And I don't mean magical beings or anything like that. I'm just talking
Yeah.
about, are they real?
Do you know who Dana Hannah was married to?
No.
Neil Young.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a trivia question.
Who
for
knew?
you.
I didn't know that.
Neil Young.
See, I would have said Tom Hanks.
No.
They had such chemistry.
Okay. Knock, knock. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Now that's a scary creature. right
Yeah.
there. I mean, I wonder what ocean they pulled him out of because he's all shriveled.
I guess they've been married for a long time too.
Yeah.
Because once she went dead, once she did that movie, that
She
was,
went dead. He said.
no. Once she did that movie, that was the end of it. We haven't heard any more from her. Think
No,
about
she was very short lifespan as an actress.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
So she had to hang on somewhere.
But back then, there were a lot of 1 to 2 movie female actors
Sure.
that's all they got to do.
That's true.
You know,
You're-
that's how Hollywood used them.
You ever notice too in a lot of those teen movies in the 80s, whether it's John Hughes movies or other movies, the yuppie, the dude with the sweater
Mm-hmm.
wrapped around his neck.
Oh, yeah.
He was always the jackass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was always
The
the
jackass.
he was always the jerk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all you just needed was a sweater every single time.
Yep.
So what about mermaids? You guys kind of skipped over that. I want to know. Do you guys think it's real? When we were talking about Bigfoot, talking about aliens. What about mermaids?
Okay, I don't think Bigfoot exists.
No, okay, then
Okay.
that's fine.
Not-
We covered that.
I don't
Yeah.
think the Loch Ness monster exists.
Okay.
Until somebody shows me certifiable proof, an actual, honest to God, clear picture of one of those, I'll say the same thing about mermaids. I don't think they exist. You know,
Well, in our eyes, of what we envisioned that came out of the movies, where it was half fish and half woman,
mhm.
I agree. There wouldn't be anything like that. But let's go.
We don't know that. How do you know that?
I agree with Chris. I don't believe it.
We
I-
know
I-
10% of the ocean.
But I would think that
It's kind of
there must have been something years ago where the whaling industry, or before that, when he was sailing. You're right. Maybe it was some kind of a fish that came out, and the way it was shaped. If you think about
Mhm.
the long leg, the
Yeah,
long.
that's
fin.
what I'm saying. They thought
It's-
manatees were
Right.
mermaids.
and they were probably half drunk on the freaking ship,
Yeah,
and they said, "Oh man, what a gorgeous looking chick."
but we can run down that rabbit hole all day long.
Yeah, it's possible.
Dragons, gnomes,
They didn't-
hobbits,
Yeah.
goblins,
They didn't know it was what it was called back
leprechauns.
then. So yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if we've really only explored 10% of the ocean, how do we know mermaids aren't real?
We don't. We've only explored a tiny piece of space. How do we know aliens don't exist?
We don't.
Yeah.
You don't know until you
Well-
know.
How about King Neptune?
We don't know.
Is he down there?
Could be Ursula could be there too.
I don't know. He's supposed to be the king of the ocean. right?
Daryl says if mermaids existed, they would be god awfully ugly.
That's what we're saying.
They'd be all shriveled up.
They would be.
Yeah, they sure are good eating.
It's a bunch of drunken pirates that probably
Arr!
saw them, and they were all drunk, drinking on ship, and said, "Oh man, look at that gorgeous looking thing! Come on aboard!"
Arr!
Aye.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is funny. This is Polino, you're nuts. He goes, I love Fridays. It's like watching two old guys, Waldorf and Statler, from the Muppet Show up on the balcony while Mike is Fozzie Bear and cracking jokes.
Say it, Mike. Say it.
What?
Waka, waka,
Waka, waka, waka. It is kind of true. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
it's a really good analogy because
Yes.
you guys are a couple of grumpy sons of bitches. I swear to God. Sometimes you guys go at each other, and I'm just waiting for one of you guys to break out the Metamucil and the Geritol.
One of my favorite episodes on the Muppet Show was when the two
John Denver.
It was when the two hecklers up in the audience were talking about Miss Piggy on stage.
That's Statler and Waldorf.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were saying she's not very pretty, and the guy says, I can back up the camera a little bit, and he backs up the camera. He's like, how's that? A little farther. How far back you want me to go? How's Cleveland sound? Yep.
You guys could be like Piggy and Kermit. Kermit. Piggy.
Oh well.
It ain't easy be green.
It ain't easy being green.
He's got the hair, so he could be Kermit.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Piggy's got the hair though, so
Yeah, she needs
Yeah.
to shave.
She's got pig hair.
that's pretty coarse.
So we don't know. I mean, we don't know if these things are real. We don't know if they're fake. We don't
Right.
know.
And-
If it's just lore, we don't know.
We don't know until we know.
Where did the word mermaid come from? Had it come from something?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably from the, I don't know, ask Chris anything.
From the Latin derivation of the term murmus, which means making sounds underwater.
Well, you can do that in the bathtub.
Murmus.
Sorry. You said making sounds, so I figured that.
Under the sea.
My God, she's a siren.
He makes those sounds every morning when he takes his bath.
Yeah. He's the kind of guy that farts in the bathtub and
Yeah,
snaps at
he's
the
probably
bubbles.
saying, "Is there a diver down there?"
My mother said, "What's the definition of a nerd?" She goes, "This is one of my mother's jokes back in the day. It's somebody that farts in the tub and pops the bubbles with its nose." That's my
Okay.
mother.
Now, does anybody really take a bath anymore?
I don't know. That's
I sit in the hot tub.
Well, that's not taking a bath. That's
Trust me, there's plenty of bubbles.
I know. Yeah. Not man-made though.
You got to choose carefully.
you don't.
Oh, look at
know.
the size of that bubble. Oh, that's just
What about
wrong.
Leonard
Yeah.
Nimoy's? What was that show? He
In
had
Search of.
In Search of, yeah. And he had like In Search of Aliens, In Search of Loch Ness Monster,
Yeah.
In Search of
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
There's
Mhm.
a lot of that going on now on TV.
Yeah.
They're still looking for it. They ain't found it yet. Yeah.
What's the one on the island? Cursed. The Curse of Oak Island.
Oh yeah, they're still looking for it.
They've been digging this place up for the last 10 years and they ain't found squat.
no.
And
yeah.
they keep going, well, it could be the Illuminati.
Yeah. Yeah.
If a mermaid is real, then is a merman real?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
Who's to say
Well,
there has
who's-
to be
Well, there would have to be
a mermaid and a merman? It
Well-
could just be a mer person.
Yes, it could be.
Yeah, but how would you get more mermaids if you didn't have a mermaid?
There are plenty of species out there that reproduce without having to have a male and female.
Well, that's what they're saying now. We don't need a male anymore. That's why men can have babies now. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've been outsourced.
Yeah.
Good morning, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Well, I was just going to say something. Oh, so we talk about all these, mythical creatures, if you will. And it's like, okay, so we've kind of like beat the mermaid up a little bit. But Bigfoot, man, I'm telling you, have you not seen Harry and the Hendersons?
I did.
Yeah, that was funny.
That right there,
Yeah.
proves it all.
That's right.
Yeah. He was a
love
friendly guy. He was a
Jonathan
friendly
Lithgow.
guy too.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
I love Jonathan Lithgow.
Yeah.
He was in World According to Garp.
Yeah.
He played a transgender football player.
Joey just said, as far as mermaids, what if they identify as the other sex? It's kind of what
That's right.
we were just talking about. Yeah. In Zoolander, he was a merman.
Oh.
You remember Zoolander? Did you ever see that movie with Ben Stiller?
I don't think so. I might have, but I don't remember it.
He's really, 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 really good looking.
I don't remember it.
I think that's where the duck lip thing started. Because like you take pictures and all of a sudden you go like that. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh well.
I don't know what Daryl means here, but he goes, "I got the black lung pop."
Black lung. Well, black lung is associated with the coal industry, so I'm not sure where he's coming with that.
Not sure.
I'm not sure.
It's an interesting comment,
I
Mr.
got the
Nadu.
black
Yeah.
lung pop. He must be quoting a movie. Are you
Could be.
quoting a movie, Daryl? Is that what you're
Uh,
He
doing?
must
Right.
be.
It sounds like a quote from a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Zoolander reference.
See? See?
There you go.
Okay. It was a vague Zoolander reference there, Daryl.
Yeah.
Daryl doesn't do anything in the mornings.
No.
Daryl from the Healthy Computer,
Yeah.
School Street, Jewett City.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum.
Yeah.
We combat viruses.
That's right. Without him, we'd be overwhelmed with viruses.
That's right.
Yeah.
See, they have COVID 3.14.
Well, according to the health organization, COVID's just about gone.
Sure.
All right.
But walk into any store and you see people walking around with masks.
One of my filmmaker friends, he just popped positive and his wife just popped positive.
Yeah.
Ain't gone.
Yeah.
That's what they said. That's what the World Organization is saying. It's just about gone.
So on Channel 30's website the other day, there was a headline. It says, extremely contagious virus found in rabbits.
Yes, they're right. There's something going on with the
Rabbit
rabbits.
pox.
So I'm like, oh, Jesus, here we go again, right? And because then it said in Connecticut.
Yeah.
So then I'm reading it says it's not transmissible to humans.
Yeah.
That's like, well, come on now. That was quite the clickbait right there.
I'm breaking out in bunny bumps. It's horrible. My ears have grown 2 inches longer.
Oh, but think about it. I mean, talk about clickbait.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's after COVID and
Of course,
monkeypox and
anybody
whatever.
sees a virus, they're going to jump at it and say, what the hell we got now? I mean, went from COVID to monkeypox. Why not have rabbit pox?
We've been bouncing around so many
What's next?
illnesses in the last 2 decades.
Yeah.
Dog pox, cat pox,
I don't know.
Ebola.
bird pox.
Now we got to worry about like mosquitoes now.
Well, they're going to die off with this weather.
Yeah, but they'll still have a showing for a little bit. I remember a few years ago, the year right before COVID, football games, they changed the time.
Oh, because you're right.
I remember that.
They made them earlier because of mosquitoes.
Yep.
Yeah,
in East
yeah.
Lyme.
Yeah.
Eastern equine encephalitis.
Yeah. It was everywhere. I mean, like I remember we had to go to NFA,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. So.
Yeah. Well,
But true. I mean, they,
well, the one good thing is they say the hurricane season is there's nothing in sight because of the dust off of Africa. It's causing the hurricanes not to form.
okay.
Yeah, which is
All
good.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what kind of good hurricanes bring anyway, but
No, I know, but there's
Who knew a
they're-
drought could
they're
be so
really-
helpful?
I mean, there's one out there now. It's heading towards Puerto Rico, but or in that area. But
Yeah.
that's what they're saying. That's why there's not a lot of them formed yet because of the dust off of Africa.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, and this and
it's still warm enough down there for
and,
them.
and,
to-
and of course,
Mhm.
this smoggy crap we got here now. That's the smoke in the atmosphere coming from California fires. That's why it's kind of a cloudy,
Like a
not
hazy?
clear,
Mhm.
hazy sunshine. That's from California fires.
Hazy shade of winter.
So
We're almost into fall, aren't we?
We are in fall.
fall is next week?
Next week?
I thought it was already happened.
No, 21st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Days
fine.
are already getting shorter.
Oh, it's
Yep.
stuck by 7:00 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I take Sissy out in the morning. And it's like it's dark.
Yeah.
Do you know,
I don't, is this the year we go back? Or are we
Next
gonna,
year.
Oh, it's next year.
next year, we're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
No more,
No more.
daylight savings time. It's going to be,
Going.
yeah.
Just time.
Time.
It's just gonna be time.
Yeah.
time passages.
Yeah. Well,
So they're not going to change it. Didn't they do that like 30, 40 years ago?
I think you're right.
Possibly.
They got rid of it and then they brought it back.
Yeah.
People were freaking out.
Well, they talked about doing it, but they had to get the local states to all agree to it. You know, you
Mhm.
can't have
Yeah.
Connecticut on one time and Rhode Island on another. You know,
Yeah.
so
Well,
That's
it's an
good.
antiquated practice, anyways.
What's that?
Daylight savings time.
But I mean, people are so used to it.
Well, it
especially
was-
because you want it to be light at 8:00, 8:15.
they moved it because of the kids going to school and have to go out in the dark.
right.
That was the reason why they did it.
Polino
Well,
says
daylight savings time was created for the farmers.
Well,
Dave is right. He just said I don't think Arizona has it, and I think that is true.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So next week we're going to go back on Fridays to our regular time.
longer, you mean?
Yeah, we're going to start at 8:30.
Yep.
8:30 to 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 8:30 to 10 o'clock, and it'll be reciprocal, with the rest of the week.
No.
So that way, because I've had people say to me, "On Fridays, I'm looking for you at 9:20, and I can't find you."
Yeah.
So
Come over to Dean's. We're right there. Stuff
There
in
you
our
go.
faces.
That means Chris is going to have to read up and get more answers.
So I guess, yeah, because there was only a couple of Ask Chris Anything questions. But then again, we kind of got away from it because we started talking about mythical creatures.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Anyway, like owls that deliver the post.
You don't get that?
Oh,
No. It's a real hoot.
The real hoot.
I'm going to bludgeon myself now all of a sudden.
You don't see too many owls around here. I don't know
You know where
why.
I see a lot of owls?
Where?
In the middle of somebody's grill in the front of the car because they fly
Well,
low.
yeah, they're
They
more
fly
dangerous.
low and then,
They're more dangerous than hitting a deer. They really
yeah.
destroy a vehicle. Yeah, but I haven't really seen any owls around here. I don't
They're
know.
good eating.
No.
No,
I've never had an owl. Polina goes, it's a real hoot. Waka, waka, waka. It's that pyramid of comedy. Dave's still staying with that whole thing. That's good, Dave. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Dave has a huge arcade in his house.
arcade.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pinball?
I don't know, Dave, do you have any pinball games? He's got all their
Or is it more like
video
Galaga?
games. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got Galaga. He just
That guy over there is playing Galaga. Just saying.
he just unboxed the Simpsons game.
The Simpsons.
Yeah, so
Wow.
oh, he goes, not yet. I do want a pinball machine.
well, that was the famous thing we used back when we were
You
kids.
want
Mhm.
a vending machine, Dave?
I look forward to my allowance every week so I could go play pinball.
He goes, yes, I have Galaga.
Sweet.
It's a great one.
Centipede, Donkey Kong.
Corey says wild turkeys can do some damage too.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
That was almost our national bird instead of the bald eagle. The turkey.
What, the turkey?
Yeah.
Why? Because of Thanksgiving
No.
and the pilgrims?
No, because they thought it was a stately bird.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
There you go. Ask
they're a
Chris
little
anything.
regal. They're regal looking, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go down like the Merritt Parkway down towards New Haven and Hamden,
Mm-hmm.
they got wild turkeys up and down the road all
Oh,
over
yeah.
the place. You got to be careful. You're going to hit them.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of them down there.
They do definitely a lot of damage to your vehicle.
Yeah.
A lot of times worse than a deer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Oh,
turkey season's open now too. I think hunting season's open in Connecticut for bow and arrow.
So Dave just gave his a complete list of arcade games that he has.
All
No,
right.
these are full standing arcade games that you would go.
Yep.
Right. Konami, 12-1, Frogger, Track and Field, Contra, Super Basketball, Blades of Steel, Scramble, Time, Pilot 84, Gyrus, Shaolin's Road, Castlevania. You can go back and read them, and there's a ton of them.
Mhm.
Does he give out
Pac-Man and Pac-Man Plus. Street Fighter 2, 3-in-1 Street Fighter 2. Wow, okay, never, whatever. And he's got a lot of street fighting.
Wow. Does he give out tickets too?
Oh, you mean for prizes?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Daryl says turkeys would be a great choice for our country today.
Yeah.
It would give a whole new meaning to Thanksgiving. Though.
Yeah, no shit. All right, guys, we'll be back Monday. Paul will be back once again. Paul's favorite day of the week, Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
whatever. So, Chris, thanks for stopping by for Ask Chris Anything.
It's always a pleasure, Mike.
Thanks, dude.
Always a pleasure.
And tonight we have high school football on the air starting at 6:30. We are carrying it here, SNSN, instead of the high school's GSPN, because they're going to be covering the volleyball game inside of the gymnasium. So we're going to be outside doing Griswold versus Ledyard tonight. So if you want to catch it, just jump on SNSN either right here or whatever.
It's gonna be
But it'll be
freezing your
fun.
potatoes
Yep.
off.
Yeah, it's supposed to be chilly tonight. But I welcome that
Mhm.
because right now it's like in the booth, it's kind of like in between.
Yeah.
In about 3 weeks, not so much. 3 weeks ago, it was hotter than hell
Yep.
in that booth. There's no climate control in there at all. So hopefully you'll join us for high school football back on the air right here on SNSN as your Griswold Wheeler Wolverines take on the Ledyard Colonels. See you tonight.
You buy better.
Better with Burns.
Much better.
So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns.
You buy better. Burns, you buy better.
The Burns Agency knows your insurance needs can change with almost every season. The snowblowers get tucked away, and the motorcycles, boats, and jet skis come out to play. Give yourself a minute. Stop. Think about what new or changing exposures are happening to you. Then call the Burns Agency. Over the phone, in person, or online, we're here for